How do I change the power pack? Master Jedi, you probably think guns are barbaric, but can you show me how to use this? I'm taking the fight to those Imperial scumbags. I owe it to my squadron.
What happened to your squadron?
Now they're salvaging our flyers' databanks. They've got our weapons specs, orders, briefings, everything. I have to get those databanks back and take out those guns. Trouble is, the place is guarded by shock troops. Real hardcore fighters.
You're not experienced enough for a mission this dangerous. Let me take your place.
I don't know. I really want to do something to stick it to the Empire. But maybe you're right. There's more chance of success if you do it. Then I can get back up in my fighter. Just hurry. The Empire will fight to the last breath to keep those databanks. If they manage to decode them, mine won't be the last dead squadron.
Clearly you haven't heard of us. Clearly you haven't heard of us. That's quite enough of that.
Done.
for some exercise. Now, just as I programmed. That's quite enough of that.
Of course.
Not a problem.
I will exceed your expectations, Master.
Never Now, just as I programmed. That's quite enough of that.
Sergeant Jolis, I have the databanks and all gun batteries are down.
That means I can get back up in the air again. Plus, I managed to pick off a few Imperials.
Hopefully this is the start of a distinguished career.
I'll sure try my best. With those guns out of the way, we can get the fleet operational again. Payback time.
Clearly you haven't heard of us. Clearly you haven't heard of us.
Mayday! Mayday! Can anyone read me? Comms blocked. That blasted satellite wasn't enough to shoot me down. The Empire's on the ground already. They'll search the ship and find the intel. I'm blasting the intel out with the garbage. That ought to keep the Imperials busy. The intel's away. I'm going down.
You're going to love
There
this.
must be a weakness. That's quite enough of that.
Not a problem.
Allow us. That's quite enough of that. For some exercise. Now, just as I programmed.
Commander Medine, I've recovered your intel. The agent didn't make it.
Even so, that's the best news I've gotten in a while. There's enough data here to build another satellite system. That's all in Balmoran's shorthand. Looks like the system's operated by the Hawkeye techs. The Hawkeyes are the best technicians on Belmora. To control the satellite system, we'll need their help.
Tell me where I need to go.
Most of the Hawkeyes are stationed at the satellite control tower, but there's one we might be able to reach. Ian Sarkis. I recognize the name. He's young, but brilliant. Bit of a wisecracker.
A Jedi learns to clear the mind of all distractions.
I'm more worried that he'll distract the Empire. Sarkis works at a well-armed auxiliary satellite station used to spy on the locals. There's an armory on site, and plenty of Imperial troops. He reports to one of the Empire's best, Admiral Rezair. No wonder they've got control.
That sounds like first-hand experience talking.
Fighting the Admiral's like going up against a Durasteel wall. I don't advocate wholesale slaughter, but this whole plan goes belly up if Admiral Rezair finds out. Do what you have to, and get Sarkis back to the shuttle pad. He'll tell us where to go from there.
That seems simple enough to me.
Let's hope so. We're not going to get another shot at this. I'll be standing by.
Simple. Clearly you haven't heard of us.
My results were less than ideal, Master. There is no excuse for this failure.
Everything went without a hitch.
Clearly you haven't heard of us. That's quite enough of that.
Ian Sarkis.
Point that thing someplace else, and I'll answer. Guess you must need me or the satellite system pretty bad.
I'm not here to hurt you.
That's a relief. All the men you killed were here to kill me, if I tried to escape. But if Admiral Rizair discovers you attacked this post just to get me out, he'll know the Republic's up to something. We'll have to make a few stops first so I can cover our tracks.
I think I can handle that.
I've met Admiral Rizair. I'd like to avoid doing that again. Just get me where I need to go. I'll do the rest.
There must be a weakness. That's quite enough of that.
My results were less than ideal, Master. There is no excuse for this failure.
Done.
Time for some exercise.
Watch out. These transmitters used to...
There must be a weakness. It just isn't your day. That's quite enough of that. Clearly you haven't heard of us. That's quite enough of that.
I reprogrammed the droids to fire on it.
Allow us. That's quite enough of that. Let's settle this.
I've scrambled their comm channels. If the Imperials want to tell the Admiral what happened, they'll have to go on foot.
I'll take a shot at it.
You have but to ask, Master. Consider the matter handled.
I'm back.
I was starting to get worried. There's a lot of Imperial movement going on up there.
Sarkis sabotaged a few things to keep them busy.
Ian Sarkis, sir. I left the Empire a few thank you presents for their hospitality.
That's our man. Can you get us control of Balmora's satellite system?
Not exactly, but I can shut it down, that's for sure.
What do you mean, not exactly?
I can get you one unauthorized command. Then the system will lock up, and it'll take the Hawkeyes weeks to detangle it.
That'll have to be enough. How do we make this happen?
The hack needs to be planted in the satellite control tower's main computers, right where Admiral Rezair and his men are stationed.
Does the Admiral have any other defenses?
Just his track record. Even in defeat, he always manages to strike the last blow.
Once the fight's over, just insert this disk into the main control console. It'll upload the hack. I need to get to a computer. Thanks again for the rescue.
Taking down Admiral Rezair and his men is a tall order. Are you sure you're up to it?
I will go with caution.
Sarkis and I will wait for your signal. We'll be ready.
Clearly you haven't heard of us. That's quite enough of that.
I found a way to improve upon your specifications, Master. I trust you don't mind.
Now, just as I programmed.
Everything went without a hitch.
That's quite enough of that. Now, just as I programmed.
Enough. This ends here. The Republic should have used you better, Jedi. Healing the injured or escorting refugees? Such a waste.
You've imposed yourself on Balmorra long enough.
The Jedi does not appreciate my offer of mercy. The Empire controls Balmorra. The greatest weapons in the galaxy are now in the hands of its strongest power. If the Republic insists on fighting those odds, Balmorra will suffer for it.
Whatever you've done, you'll pay for it.
In wasted time with a fool, it appears.
Clearly you haven't heard of us. That's quite enough of that.
One satellite defense system, courtesy of me. How's that for the rookie, Hawkeyes? Guys, tell me the other Hawkeyes are just ignoring me.
Stay focused. We'll find the Hawkeyes later.
Looks like the hack worked perfectly. I can get one command in before the system locks up. Just say the word and I'll... No, this can't be. The Hawkeyes are being executed. Admiral Razier's orders.
What threat are the Hawkeyes to him?
They're being executed for aiding the Republic. But they didn't do anything. I did.
Sarkis, assault's already begun. There's an Imperial command compound. Can't locate. Destroying our defenses. Use the satellite system to find command. Shut down dispatch console. Mating out.
Well, I'm really torn up about a bunch of stuff being destroyed. But we're talking life or death here. We've only got one command. We have to use it to find the Hawkeyes.
Do it. I won't let innocent people die.
The Hawkeyes are being held in the Okara droid factory. We're lucky. That's not too far away. I brought down their biggest defenses with the turbo lasers, but there's still a lot of Imperials inside.
If the Hawkeyes are still alive, I'll save them.
I can't thank you enough. Now hurry.
Everything went without a hitch.
Just isn't your day. Clearly you haven't heard of us. They never suspect the scientists. Now, just as I programmed. That's quite enough of that. Allow us. That's quite enough of that.
You saved us! I didn't think anyone knew we were here. The Imperials were gonna use us for target practice. We owe you one.
Get yourselves somewhere safe.
We're gonna run until there's no more Imperial flags. Thank you again.
Everything went without a hitch.
Clearly you haven't heard of us. Now, just as I programmed. Just as I programmed. That's quite enough of that. Let's settle this.
First those terrorists, now a Jedi. Saras, handle this intruder.
As you command. Get back, Jedi. I'm apprentice to Darth Lacris, Vice President of Balmorra, and this man is under my protection.
You know this isn't the life you should be leading.
Don't try to confuse me. My path is clear. My family has always lived here. Watching Republic interference hold Balmorra back, but Darth Lacris can lead us to glory.
The Empire has enslaved families across Balmorra. Did Darth Lacris spare yours?
Serving the Empire is a privilege. I am proud they have the chance.
You're young and strong. Defy Darth Lacris and help the people you love.
Saras, stop listening to this garbage and kill him!
No, I need time to think on this. I will stand aside for you, Jedi. Find another way to help my people.
You'll pay for that, Jedi! Your drivel just cost Darth Lacris an apprentice, and I'll be blamed! Whatever you came for, I'll never...
What the... Jedi, are you alright?
The bleeding is moderate, but you need treatment at once.
Jedi, good work distracting the bodyguard. Allow me to find a position.
Missed my shot. Step back, please. I need him dead.
You will not commit murder in front of me.
This is war. He's the enemy.
This man enslaves Balmorrans, so he dies.
No. He's a wounded captive and must be treated fairly.
Jedi foolishness. Okay. I will send men to capture him. I found a safe house where Ty and his colleagues can gather. My people are smuggling him there now.
This is it. I'll go on ahead. I want to hear Ty's plan.
Stand by for examination and suggested product. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Welcome back. The satellite system's down and the battle's over. I've been in some intense ops before, but that... Let's just say Bugtown never looked so good. We're holding the Empire back by the skin of our teeth. Freeing captive civilians wouldn't have been my choice.
The Republic's made up of allies, not buildings.
The Hawkeyes know Balmorra's infrastructure better than anyone. Perhaps they'll make future victories more certain. Either way, we'd likely be standing in a bombed-out mess if it wasn't for you. You've got my thanks.
I am pleased I could help.
Our next major offensive is Imperial headquarters in the city of Sobrik. There's a sizable Balmorran resistance set up nearby. Beck Talrot, the resistance leader, requested our aid, but the satellite system kept us from answering. I'd like to send you.
The more allies we have, the better our chances.
Exactly. Balmorra's not a member of the Republic, but we're hoping to change that. I'll let Beck know you're heading in that direction. He'll be waiting. I've got to get back to troop deployment. I'm certain we'll cross paths again.
Excellent work. 2 of my colleagues have already returned from exile, and we can work safely here.
Plotting to give Balmorra to the Republic. One occupation replaced by another. But we both want the Empire gone. Our goal is the same. For now.
Unless we work as allies, we can't free Balmorra.
Well said, and one of the pillars of my plan. Balmorra's strength is in the huge corporations here. They have money, political pull, and military droids. So far, the Empire has left the corporations alone, in return for donations of weapons and credits.
They must be made to realize that they only exist at the Empire's whim.
And they'll be eager to change that. After you both handled that Imperial official, I called my old corporate contacts here. We have their attention. Their resources are invaluable to building our new government. I want their commitment.
If the Empire finds out, the corporations will be purged.
Which they understand, so they're driving a hard bargain. Director Fenn is head of Troida, and speaks for the other companies. He's asked to discuss a deal with us. There's an old records vault outside Sobrik he's chosen for the meet. I'd like you to convince him to help.
I hope to be a worthy representative for you.
The Empire watches everyone important. Fenn will have Imperial droids escorting him. For protection. Destroy them quickly or they'll report you to the Empire. Then it's over.